How's it going, guys? Brandon from the Manga Guys here to review One Piece Chapter 810. Sorry I haven't had this video up earlier, guys. I was busy with finals week in college, but now I'm finished. It's winter break. Yes. Gonna see more videos coming from us soon. So on to the chapter. The first page, the cover page actually, we see Zeph and Sanji's home on the Bratier. And Zeph, everyone's like, laughing and everything, but Zeph's looking at his poster and he's looking concerned. So maybe Zeph has some type of knowledge about Sanji's past that we don't have. We know he's from the North Blue, but he might be some kind of royalty, or might be a supernova or something, but Zeph definitely looks like he knows something. We then get to see full-body human Jack, and damn, he is big, like probably Whitebeard status big, because his guys look like little parrots on his shoulder. He's huge, and he kind of reminds me of, I know it says Jack the Barbarian, but he reminds me of like a Viking. He has these two horns coming out of his head, and he's got this weird like braided hair, and he's got the like mask on. I don't think Vikings wore those, but just for some reason he reminds me of a Viking. He starts going at it with Nekomamushi, and he's using these weird hook claw weapons. It looks like, if I had to describe it, Crocodile's hook, but if it was made out of a sword. Like, it looks pretty badass and looks like very torturous and very gory, because we know Jack likes to destroy and torture things. The fighting went on for 5 days and nights. Think of it, the minks were able to go back to sleep. Like, at 6 a.m. the morning minks would come out, and at 6 p.m. the night minks would come out. But Jack and his men kept fighting. Well, obviously his men were being fodderized. They said they kept bringing in hordes and hordes of men, but they said they could not, the minks said they could not touch Jack themselves. They said calling him a monster would not do him justice. So much Jack hype. I can't wait to see this guy fight. After 5 days of fighting, Jack brought out the poisonous gas weapon, not because he was losing, but because he lost patience in just fighting the continuous fight. And pretty much when he brought it out, it was over. Like, the minks were all like dying of poison, and Jack's men had masks. And then some brutal shit starts happening. They start asking them, where's the Wano? Or where's Raizo? People say, I don't know. Stabbed. They're just mercilessly like torturing people just to find this one ninja dude. He probably has so much importance to the plot, but they should know that he's not here right now unless he's hiding on the island. Nobody knows he's on the island, but I don't even think he's there. Like, these guys are so ruthless, and it makes them great. Like, it's like great build up for villains. Like, just when they're like do ruthless stuff like this, I love it. They crucified the strong ones. So like the three musketeers, inuarashi, Nekomamushi, they all crucified them on a cross. We're torturing them, and even now, Inuarashi is still being so rational, saying, how can you do this? How can you be so merciless? Can't you see this person is not on the island? Most people be cursing him out, screaming their guts out, and he's just trying to rationalize with Jack still, which obviously is not going to work. Nekomamushi, on the other hand, says that he's going to curse Jack. Even when he dies, his malice will follow him around for all eternity. He is a badass. I don't know why, but just so much like coolness oozes out of him. I think it's just his design, like the pipe he has, and that he's the night guy instead of the morning guy. He's just really cool. I don't know why, I really can't explain it. We actually get a little bit of time scaling in this chapter. After they started torturing the minks, they only did that for 1 day, and then Jack left the island, left some underlings to take care of it, and he went to go get Doflamingo actually. So the reason why Inuarashi and everyone are thanking Luffy and everyone as heroes is because they think him defeating Doflamingo was a catalyst for Jack leaving the island, because we saw that Jack tried to capture Doflamingo from the Navy. So that's why they think they're heroes. And Chopper, Sanji, Nami, Brook, Momo, and Caesar, they all arrived at Zou the day after Doflamingo was defeated, so they just missed Jack, luckily. We then get a little mini flashback in the flashback of Sanji and them arriving to Zou. They use Caesar Clown's gas powers as a hot air balloon to lift them up. That was pretty funny. And they get on Zou the day after Jack left, so the people are still like on the ground from the poison. But actually they encounter the squirrel nurse girl who's nursing Inuarashi right now. They encounter her in the forest, and she's being chased by, I think his name is Sheepshead. He's like one of Jack's men. I think he's the guy that Sanji kicked like back in like chapter 795. But they encounter him. Brook does this cool little black ice attack. I love Brook's attack so much, because I don't know why, but whenever they're like elements in anime, like a character uses fire or water. Ice is always my favorite. I don't know. I'm an ice guy. But Brook uses this ice move to like defeat him. It looks really cool, and they encounter everyone who's been knocked out by the gas. This next part is really interesting. They come to like the place where they were all crucified. They find this mink on the ground. His name is Pedro, and he says, "Please save Master Inuarashi and Nekomamushi." And we see them. They're crucified, and I'm guessing they're knocked out because it's One Piece and people don't die. But inuarashi is missing one of his legs, and Nekomamushi is missing an arm, and they're all bloodied, and it looks really brutal. But he says, "Please save them because the world is waiting on their answer." Now this adds a whole new level of importance to their characters. They're not only just important to their country right now, they're important to the overall story in the whole world. So apparently these guys have some kind of information or something that makes them relevant to the whole One Piece world, and I'm guessing that it's going to be something with the Void Century, because this whole arc, I said before, I think there's a poneglyph on here because this is like an ancient place. The elephant is 1,000 years old, so I think they're going to talk to the elephant about the Void Century or get some kind of information on it. And now this, so I think these guys maybe have talked to Zanisha the elephant and have some kind of information on the poneglyph or the Void Century, or just something that the world government does not want people to know, because the world is waiting for their answer. And that's something that has been said about Dragon before. I'm pretty sure Smoker said that back, like, way back in Logtown when he first met Dragon. He said the world is waiting for an answer, or something along those lines. So these people have some kind of importance to the story, and that makes me very interested. And tell me if I'm wrong, I don't think it said no chapter next week, because I know around Christmas time, like, the mangakas take a break, but we might get a chapter. Can someone like confirm this in the comments below maybe? Also, one other thing before I end the review. Nekomamushi said that Jack's devil fruit was an ancient zone Zozo, and the word Zo means elephant in Japanese, like it was said in this chapter. But I thought his fruit would be a mammoth fruit, because the Zozo fruit was already given to what's his name, Spandam's blade. Spandam from CP9, his sword ate the elephant fruit, but Jack has the ancient elephant fruit model. I think it should be like ancient zone model mammoth, or maybe it's just like there's an elephant and the ancient elephant is the same thing as a mammoth. I don't know, it's just a little bit of confusion right there. I wasn't sure. So thank you guys for watching. Chapter question today: what kind of importance do you think that Inuarashi and Nekomamushi have to the story? Nobody knows. It's definitely just speculation, but I just want to know what you guys think is going to be their overall importance to the story. Thank you for watching. Like if you did, dislike if you did, subscribe if you like the content. Comments are always nice, and see you guys later.